Are you looking for the best routers for gaming? In this video, we'll break down the top gaming routers available, whilst comparing them for price versus performance. Before we get started with our video detailing the best gaming routers on the market, we have included links in the description for each product mentioned, so make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Starting off at number 1, we have the Linksys WRT AC3200ACM. The Linksys WRT AC3200ACM can be best described as an enterprise-grade high-end machine, which would make for the ideal gaming router, provided you can live with the price tag. To begin with the obvious, the Linksys WRT AC3200ACM has it all and then some, everything in a very balanced all-round package. Excellent performance, classic design, and great software. The cherry on top is that you can even install third-party software on this machine, which is as good as it gets. And speaking of hardware, this open-source machine ticks all the important boxes. Tri-Stream 160 technology, which literally doubles the bandwidth on network streams. A powerful dual-core CPU clocked at 1.8 GHz for handling heavy traffic, 512 MB of RAM, and 256 MB of flash memory. There's also dual-band Wi-Fi support for speeds up to 2.6 GB per second, MU-MIMO, a USB 3.0, plus an eSATA USB 2.0 hybrid port, plus gigabit Ethernet. At number 2, we have the TP-Link Archer C5400X. Even if this little monster looks like an alien artifact, the TP-Link Archer C5400X is actually a superb dedicated gaming router. Big and expensive, yet perfect for hardcore gamers, looking for the best gear money can buy. And it even works with Alexa Echo, but that's another story. To begin with the basics, the TP-Link Archer C5400X is powered by a quad-core 64-bit 1.8 GHz CPU, which makes it incredibly fast, as expected from a gaming router focused on high performance. On top of that, you'll get 3 auxiliary coprocessors, 512 MB of storage space, and 1 GB of RAM. To make a long story short, the TP-Link Archer C5400X is essentially a big and expensive gaming router, which combines top performance with built-in security and range to rule over any gamer's mansion. And speaking of design, this router is an absolute unit, i.e. it's really big, heavy, and power-hungry. Yet, if you can live with the price tag, it doesn't get much better than this one. At number 3, we have the NETGEAR Nighthawk Pro Gaming XR300. If you're the kind of play hard, go pro gamer, the NETGEAR Nighthawk Pro Gaming XR300 may very well have your name on it. Why? The main selling point of this gaming-centric router is arguably its quality of service feature, which is fine-tuned to meet and exceed anyone's gaming needs. The QoS prioritizes internet traffic for gaming devices, a feature that comes in handy in a multi-user environment. And in this regard, Nighthawk Pro Gaming XR300 does a great job. You get the best bandwidth allocation for your gaming needs. Moreover, the router comes with a lag-free gigabit Ethernet port, as basically everything is designed to minimize lag and maximize bandwidth. And then we have another cool feature, the NETGEAR's Duma OS, which looks just like a gaming HUD, i.e. it's designed to win the hearts and minds of gamers, unlike the boring interface used by other so-called gaming routers. At number 4, we have the D-Link EXO AC2600 MU-MIMO Wi-Fi router. If you're looking for a no-nonsense router that does a great job in gaming, this D-Link machine may fit the bill. The main selling point of the D-Link EXO AC2600 from a gamer's point of view is two-prong. First, you won't have to pay through the nose, and second, you'll get advanced AC Smart Beam and MU-MIMO, which in layman's terms means you'll benefit from the strongest bandwidth on your online gaming, along with maximum signal for the locked-in device, every time, 24/7. The router comes with 4 powerful antennas and a dual-core CPU, along with multi-sensor MIMO technology, which means gaming and/or streaming on multiple devices will be child's play, without compromising performance in the process. On top of that, the D-Link EXO AC2600 boasts intelligent QoS, i.e. this baby ticks all the important boxes of a proper gaming router. The only downside is that you'll get 256 MB of RAM and 128 MB of flash storage. At number 5, we have the ASUS ROG Rapture GT AX11000. ASUS ROG is pretty much synonymous with hardcore gaming, and considering the fact that ASUS chose to put the ROG brand on the GT AX11000 router speaks volumes. And then, you take a look at it and you'll get it. As far as gaming-centric routers go, this ASUS ROG is king of the hill. The same goes about the price tag, as this baby is one of the most expensive routers for gaming out there. But let that go. So what do you get for your bucket of money? To begin with, you'll take a bite of history, as the Rapture GT AX11000 is the first 802.11ax router made by ASUS. Then, you'll get a premium product from one of the world's biggest tech companies. But what about the juicy details? Well, besides its alien-like design and premium price tag, the Rapture GT AX11000 really has it where it counts. a quad-core CPU clocked at 1.8 GHz, 1 GB of RAM, and 256 MB of memory for firmware and custom settings. Hardware-wise, this ROG product is as good as it gets. Oh, and you'll get 8x gigaports, a state-of-the-art 2.5 GB per second wired connector, amazing Wi-Fi performance which actually improves with distance, and all the customization options in the world. Finally, after registering the router, you'll get access to the ASUS Gamer's private network, which means no more lost packets and lower latency. Bottom line, if money is no object, just go for it and thank us later. At number 6, we have the NETGEAR Nighthawk AX4 Wi-Fi 6 Next-Gen Router AX3000. With the NETGEAR Nighthawk AX4 finally available on Amazon, we can safely say that Wi-Fi 6 routers are finally affordable. To describe the Nighthawk AX4 in a few words, this router makes Wi-Fi 6 speeds affordable for the unwashed masses. We're only kidding, but this next-gen router is less than half the price of the ASUS ROG, which is nothing short of amazing. Under the hood, you'll find a dual-core CPU, 4 gigabit Ethernet ports, and the cherry on top, data transmission speeds of up to 3 GB. What makes this router stand out from the crowd is its Wi-Fi 6 support, which translates to better performance on multi-user networks, a feature that makes it any gamer's wet dream. At number 7, we have the RAZER SILA. The RAZER SILA, also known as the Mystery Box due to its unique design, is a gaming-grade multi-channel Wi-Fi mesh router with DFS technology and dedicated backhaul channel, built and designed for lag-free performance and maximum coverage. Marketing lingo aside, the RAZER SILA is a really interesting router for gaming, coming from a gaming-centric company, and looks very promising both in terms of price and features. To begin with, the RAZER SILA comes with all the Wi-Fi protocols you'll ever need, including MU-MIMO with 802.11 BGN 2.4 GHz, 802.11 ANAC 5 GHz, has no less than 9 internal antennas, and 4 gigabit Ethernet, plus 1 WAN, along with USB 3.0 2.0. Being a router specially designed for gaming pros, the RAZER SILA excels in terms of advanced device prioritization, dynamic load balancing, and congestion-free Wi-Fi channels, everything aimed at delivering a lag-free and flawless gaming experience. And for our final pick at number 8, we have the TP-Link AC1900. If you're looking for a low-cost solution to your gaming addiction, the Archer A9 is the best answer to your prayers. If you're on a limited budget, or you just don't want to break the piggy bank, this baby retails for less than $100, yet it doesn't skimp on hardware or features. For example, you'll get beamforming dual-band wireless, MU-MIMO, and gigabit Ethernet, and it even works with Alexa Echo, provided that's your cup of tea. To make a long story short, as far as budget routers go, the TP-Link AC1900 is hard to beat and delivers great value for money. So that sums up our top routers for gaming of 2020. We hope you enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like on the video, and if you're new here, hit that subscribe button. Until next time, have a great day.